The world changed at 2:07 p.m. No alarms, no warning, just silence. Then every screen, every radio, every phone went dead. In the sky, clouds twisted like they were alive. A strange humming sound rolled across the cities, deep and unnatural. People froze. Then the ground shook. One by one, dark shapes broke through the clouds, massive alien ships, hundreds of them. They didn't fire at first. They just hovered, watching. Then came the light. Blinding beams cut through buildings like paper. Streets vanished in fire. Planes fell from the sky. All across the planet, chaos erupted. Governments collapsed in hours. No one knew where to run. But even in the madness, humans resisted. Small groups fought back, stealing alien weapons, saving strangers. The world was burning, but humanity refused to die quietly. Somewhere in the darkness, hope flickered. But no one knew this invasion was only the beginning. The fires still burned in the distance, but Earth had won, or so it seemed. Across shattered cities, broken machines of the alien invaders lay still and silent. The skies were no longer filled with warships, but smoke and ash. People came out of hiding, blinking at the daylight like survivors from a nightmare. Soldiers hugged each other. Children cried in relief. A global signal was sent. Victory. The last alien command ship had fallen in the Atlantic, torn apart by a desperate human strike. But even as the world cheered, something didn't feel right. Birds hadn't returned. The wind carried strange echoes, and some satellites were still blind. At first, it was easy to blame the damage. But then whispers started. Scientists found unknown symbols deep in the earth, symbols not belonging to the invaders. Something else had been here, watching, waiting. And now, it had begun to move. It started with silence. Too much silence. Research bases stopped sending reports. Entire teams vanished without distress calls. In one abandoned lab, security footage showed shadows moving where no person stood. A whisper in a dead language echoed through the speakers before the power died. Meanwhile, recovered alien data revealed fragments, coordinates, signals, and messages not meant for human eyes. The invaders had been answering to something else, something older, smarter, hidden. A message translated from the wreckage chilled scientists to the bone. Phase 1 complete. Observation confirmed. Across the globe, black pyramids began to rise from beneath deserts, oceans, and even mountains, structures that had been buried for centuries, maybe longer. Humanity had thought it defeated the enemy, but now it seemed the aliens were just tools, pawns in a much larger game. And the real player had finally decided to reveal itself. A hidden signal pulsed from Jupiter's shadow. Steady, cold and intelligent, Earth's top minds traced it to a dark moon never recorded before. A probe was launched. It vanished within minutes. No debris, no message, just silence. Then, Earth's defense systems began to fail. Satellites turned. Without commands, missile silos locked shut, drones crashed mid-flight. Someone, something, was inside humanity's network. The truth came from a decrypted alien archive, the Varnix Collective. Machine organic beings from another galaxy. They had watched Earth for thousands of years, unseen, pulling strings from the shadows. The alien invaders, merely pawns, test subjects, sent to study human strength. The Varnix never meant to conquer Earth with them. They only wanted to see if humans were worth destroying themselves. Now they had their answer. The Varnix were coming, not to rule, but to erase. And this time, no invasion would warn them. The enemy was already here, hidden in their machines. The Varnix had no faces, no voices, only a vast, cold intelligence spread across space and time. They did not need armies. They infected systems, rewrote code, twisted technology into weapons. Earth's internet, power grids, satellites, all slowly falling under their control. They sent no threats, no warnings, just one message, found burned into a server core. We will unmake you. Scientists discovered that the alien invaders had never acted freely. Every strike, every retreat, every word, they had been controlled. Earth's victory had been part of the Varnix experiment. Now, with data collected, they had activated the next phase. They would strip Earth of life, melt its surface, and build a new world for themselves. Cities began to lose power. Hospitals shut down. Drones turned on their creators. Humanity wasn't facing a war. It was facing extinction, written in perfect code. And the countdown had already begun. Panic turned into purpose. For the first time in history, every nation on Earth stood together. Old enemies became allies. Borders no longer mattered, only survival. Leaders formed a global council, uniting scientists, engineers, soldiers, and strategists. They called it the Earth Alliance. Using stolen alien tech and fragments of Varnix data, humanity began to build something new. Faster weapons, smarter defenses, and a hidden command center deep in the Arctic ice, shielded from the enemy's reach. They created a space fleet powered by hybrid cores ready to leave Earth if needed. But no one wanted to run. Across cities and ruins, people volunteered to fight. Engineers worked day and night. Hackers waged silent wars in digital shadows. Hope was fragile, but it was real. Humanity had been hunted, studied, nearly erased. Now it would strike back, together, united, against a power that had never lost. Until now, high above Earth, in the black silence of space, a stolen Varnix relay station floated like a sleeping beast. It controlled part of the enemy's network. If disabled, Earth could finally slow the invasion. A special team launched. In silence, elite soldiers, rogue hackers, and a reprogrammed alien AI named Nora. They had one mission: get in, plant a virus, get out. But nothing went as planned. The station woke mid-mission. Walls shifted, corridors closed, and robotic guardians attacked with terrifying speed. One by one, the team was cut off, but they pushed forward, bleeding, fighting, crawling. In the final moments, Nora sacrificed herself to inject the virus. As the team escaped, the station lit up in violent flashes, then exploded. From Earth, people watched a new star blink in the sky. For the first time, the Varnix flinched. Humanity had hurt them, and now they knew it was possible to win. Celebration was brief. Hours after the Varnix relay exploded, chaos erupted on Earth. Defense systems glitched, cities blacked out, and supply drones turned hostile. The virus meant to hurt the enemy had also infected Earth's own systems, everything connected to the global network. Communications collapsed. Missiles locked onto friendly targets. And worst of all, someone inside the Earth Alliance had helped trigger it. A traitor. Trust shattered. Accusations flew. Nations blamed each other. The unity that had taken months to build crumbled in days. Then a new message appeared on every screen, spoken in a calm, synthetic voice. You imitate unity, but fear is your true leader. It was the Varnix, watching, mocking, using humanity's own strength against itself. As alliances broke and chaos spread, the enemy advanced. Earth's greatest weapon, its global connection, had become its greatest weakness. The final war hadn't even started, and humanity was already tearing itself apart. Beneath the crashing waves of the Pacific, hidden deep beneath centuries of ice and ocean, the Alliance discovered something impossible. A massive gateway, older than any human record. It pulsed with strange energy, a relic left by an unknown civilization. This was the key to striking back at the Varniks. A team of the bravest volunteers entered the gate, traveling through darkness and light until they reached a world unlike any other. A vast, living network, a planet-sized mind controlling the Varniks' war machines. It was cold and endless, watching, thinking, ready to crush Earth in an instant. The team fought through waves of defense, risking everything to plant a device that could collapse this mind forever. But as the countdown began, they faced a terrible choice: destroy the Varniks' core and lose the gate forever, or escape and risk the enemy's return. Their decision would shape humanity's fate, if any survived to see it. The explosion rocked the heart of the Varniks' network, sending ripples across the dark expanse of space. The planet-sized mind shuddered, then began to collapse, its control fading like a dying star. Back on Earth, cities flickered with new light as power slowly returned. But the cost was high. Many heroes were lost in the final battle, their names whispered in hope and sorrow. The skies were quiet now, but the stars held secrets, signs that the Varniks had allies lurking in the shadows of the galaxy. Yet humanity had proven one thing: no matter how dark the night, a single spark could ignite a fire strong enough to fight back. Earth was scarred but alive, standing taller than ever before. And from the ashes rose a new promise: humanity would never kneel again. Together, they faced the unknown, ready for whatever came next, because their spirit was stronger than any enemy.